Everyone, this is my first video ever, and the reason I've started uploading videos is just to really motivate myself because I have the attention span of a 5-year-old, and I can't seem to, stay on task at home. I'll just play computer games and whatnot, and never really get anything done. So yeah, this will help. Hopefully, this will help me remain diligent. So recently, I've developed a very strong interest in programming, and I've talked to very capable programming friends of mine, and they told me that you have to start with HTML. That's where you start, and HTML is just so easy. I taught myself HTML in like a week, but honestly, it's nowhere near perfect, guys. I'm a complete novice when it comes to programming. I've got like 2 weeks under my belt. Yeah, but guys, it's heaps fun. So let's go. HTML is So why learn HTML? Every web page you look at is written in a language called HTML. You can think of HTML as a skeleton that gives every web page structure. In this course, we'll use HTML to add paragraphs, headings, images, and links to a web page. In the editor to the right, there's a tab called test.html. This is the file we'll type our HTML into. See the code with the acute brackets? That's HTML. Like any language, it has its own special syntax. Rules for communicating is what syntax means. When we press save and submit code, the results tab will act like an internet browser. This is the results tab, I believe, right here. Okay. A browser's job is to transform the code in test.html into, so this is the code here, okay, fellas, into a recognizable web page. This, yeah, okay. It knows how to lay out the page by following the HTML syntax. Right. Here are the instructions for this particular exercise. To the right, we have test.html. Change the text on line 2, the bit between strong and strong, to anything you like. Here we go. So the text here, okay. I had good day in there, but we'll change that to yellow. Yellow. What the? Yep. My O's gone. Oh no. Okay. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. The strong tags made our text bold. Oh right, cool. Okay, let's see what happens without the strong tags. Right. See? Yeah. See. Okay, it did indeed. Alright, great. Save and submit code. Let's move on. Start next lesson. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext means text with links in it. Anytime you click on a word that brings you to a new web page, you've clicked on hypertext. A markup language is a programming language used to make text do more than just sit on a page. It can turn text into images, links, tables, lists, and much more. HTML is a markup language we'll be learning. Right, okay. So, hypertext markup language. So, okay, right, so it's the hypertext, but it's also a markup language. Wow, I'm so bad at explaining. What makes web pages pretty? That's CSS, cascading style sheets. Think of it like skin and makeup that covers the bones of HTML. We'll learn HTML first, then worry about CSS in later courses. The first thing we should do is set up the skeleton of the page. Remember skeleton? HTML? HTML is a skeleton? That's an analogy. Always put that right there on the first line. This tells the browser what language it's reading. In this case, HTML. Right, alright. So doc type HTML. Always at the top. Always. Always put HTML on the next line. This starts with the HTML. This starts the HTML document. Oh, right. Okay, so it's telling this, okay, the browser, that it is, okay, this is telling it that it's written in HTML, and this is starting the HTML document. Always put backslash HTML on the last line. This ends the HTML document. Right. See there's a definite trend, eh? Alright, so you got the tag here, you got the same, like it's almost the same, but you've got the backslash. That's how you close a tag. Rightio. Instructions. Go ahead and put the 3 lines mentioned above into test.html. which is now blank. Oh, the 3 lines mentioned. Okay, cool. I've done this before, so that's why you'll see remnants of that, but here we go. So remember how they told us to put, what did they tell us to put? Doc type, man, for some reason shift, it's not working. Doc type HTML. Yeah, so that has to go. Okay, that has to go on the top. Oh, remember, always put doc type HTML. Yeah, that's that. Okay, we'll fulfill that. B, always put HTML on the next line. How useful is that? It just gives us the closing tag as well. Next, great, and that's the 3 steps. Although, really 2, because it just gave me a closing tag. Okay. In the second and last line between the HTML and the HTML, feel free to write whatever message you like. Okay, great. Hey guys, Sydney. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Save and submit. Yeah, let's proceed. Basic terminology. To learn more HTML, we should learn how to talk about HTML. Already you've seen we use acute brackets a lot. There's a definite trend. Things inside acute brackets are called tags. Tags are they nearly always come in pairs. An opening tag and a closing tag. That is an opening tag, that is a closing tag. Okay, note the backspace please. You can think of tags as being like parentheses. Whenever you open one, you should close it. Tags also nest, so you should close them in the right order. The most recently opened tag should be the first one closed, like in the example below. So first tag, second tag, right? Some text, and then the second tag is closed first, right? Because it's the most recently opened tag, righto? And then first tag is closed. The last exercise taught us how to set up our HTML file. Everything we do will now go between the HTML opening tag and the HTML closing tag. Practice makes perfect. One more time. Guys, let's start from scratch. Okay, so what do we have to put first? That's right. Yeah? Alright. You guys do it, I'll give you some time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay. And, you know, this thing, it's marvelous. It just gives you that closing tag for free. And between the HTML, let's type whatever we want, okay? So, go Celtics. Alright. Man, we got butchered anyway. So save and submit, let's proceed. Really, we did the same thing as earlier, but practice makes perfect. Make the head, okay? Oh, gosh. As you can see, I've done this before, alright? So, everything in our HTML file will go between the opening HTML and the closing HTML tags. There is always 2 parts of the file, the head and body. Let's focus on the head. What is the head? It has an opening and closing tag. The head includes important information about the web page, such as its title. The title is the words we see in the tab, for example. The title of this page is Introduction to HTML. Guys, it's this thing here, right here. Okay, guys, here. I hope you can see this. Alright, so when you open, let's just say Google. That's the title. If you go to view source, I think. Oh man, I hope I'm right. Okay, let's type in title, yeah, right there, see that folks? Alright, so that Google, between the title tags, is what you see up here. Yeah, alright. Add a head opening and a head closing tag, see the hint for more. Okay, that's number 1, but let's stick to the rules here. Okay, so right, what comes next, guys? HTML, yeah, and they give you that free closing tag. And next comes the head, right? Much like an SAA. So, between the head tags, add in opening title and closing title tags, right? No title, they give you that for free. In between the title tags, write the title of your web page. Bad to the Bones web page incorporated. You'll be able to see the title at the top of your browser window. Is that right? Alright, so let's see if we can. So here we go. Bad to the Bones web page Inc. ink. Right. Let's say, oh, look at that, Bad to the Bones webpage. Yep, so that's the title now. Great. Press save and submit code. Did we do everything correctly? Yes, we did. Proceed. Paragraphs in the body. My gosh, it's just like an SAA. We have set up a lot of the basic things for your HTML5 for you. This is so you won't get mad at us for too much repetition. Please learn it well. We have learned about opening and closing tags. When we put content between the tags, the entire bit is called an element. Right. The entire thing is called an element. So opening tag plus content plus closing tag, that's called an element, guys. Alright, so tag. Okay, so a better example. Tag, right? That title there. Tag. Content. Tag. This entire thing here is an element. Right. See, I'm learning. I'm dead set am. Notice we have both title tags now, but we need body tags. The content in the body as well will be visible on the actual page. The body goes inside the HTML tags, but not inside the head tags, like this. Right. The body goes inside the HTML tags, but not inside the head tags, right? Okay, so not inside the head tags. Oh, right, so it goes HTML, head, body, right? So the body is not part of the head. Instructions. Between the title tags, give your page a name. It can be anything. Let's see. Nets 2014. Only because of Paul Pierce. This is NBA, guys. NBA references. If you guys are like, what is this guy talking about? Alright, it's number 2. Underneath the closing head tag, put in the opening and closing. Oh, like I said, I've done this before and just saves it. Alright, we're gonna go from scratch again, guys. What needs to be done first of all? This, right? Right, and then you have to do that. Okay. Give it some space. And next is head. And what goes in the head, guys? Where does the title go? In the body or the head? You know the answer. Right. Yes, it goes here. And the title will be Nets 2014. Hold on. Right, do we have to add anything else into the head? No. So we'll close the head. Okay. Next line. What comes under the head, guys? Remember the head and the body. The body is not in the head. So body is a separate tag. Is not part of the head element. Is that? Oh, using all this jargon. I'm seriously not even sure if I'm using it correctly though, guys. If any of you know better than me, like, bloody correct me, please. Do us a favor. So inside. Okay. So yeah, we've done that. Step 2 has been done. 3. Inside the body, let's create paragraphs. Each paragraph requires opening and closing tags, P and P. We put content in between the tags. Right. Okay. Gives you the free closing tag. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Number 4, between the body tags, create 2 paragraphs and write content in each paragraph. This will require 2 pairs of P tags. That's right. They want 2 separate paragraphs. So in paragraph 1, go PP 34, and next will be go KG 5. Basketball references again. Sorry guys, it makes no sense. Oh, and then look there. You can see it. You can see the paragraphs on the website. Remember, this simulates a browser. Notice how you can't see the title because that's in the head. Okay. Right, let's save and submit. See if it's done. Bang. Great. Next. Body elements. Okay. So we've come quite far. Let's delete all this. Okay, start from scratch. Paragraphs and headings. We're definitely making good progress. We've learned when and why we use HTML. We've also learned how to set up an HTML file with tags. We've also learned how to, A, set up a HTML file with tags. That's right. Remember, tag. That's a tag there. Okay, and tags always come in pairs. Well, nearly almost always come in pairs. What are the pairs? The opening tag and the closing tag. B, title the web page in the head. Right. C, create the paragraphs in the body with P tags. The next step is to give our paragraphs headings using heading tags. Let's start with the H1 tag, which marks something as the most important. Everyone knows the most important font is the biggest. Right, fair enough. Number 1, ask yourself, what is this page's title? Again, we're starting from scratch. Let's go. Doc type. No, the exclamation comes first, right? HTML. And then HTML, it'll give you the free closing tag. Bring it down there a bit. And what comes next? Head. That's right. Head. And inside the head, the title goes in the what? The head. Yep, that's right. And what should we call it? What should we call it? Hello. Whatever. I'm really not creative. And then the free. Look. And then the close. They closed it. Close the head here. And then after the head comes the body. What goes in the body? Oh. Number 2, in the body section, create a heading. To do this, create a H1 tag. H1. Parfait. And they give you the free closing tag. Give your content a heading. It can be anything. Alright, right. Too dumb to learn. Okay, so that's the heading. Close your element with a closing tag H1. Done. It gives it to you for free. I'm starting to disagree with that system a bit. It's not good for practice, is it? And number 5, underneath the heading, create 2 paragraphs using P tags with whatever content you like. Okay, great. Let's learn HTML and keyword together. I need you guys more than you need me. Keep me motivated. Alright, I think that's done. Save and submit. Start next lesson. Exercise 2, more about headings. HTML actually lets us have more than one heading size. There are 6 heading sizes, where H1 is the boss and H6 is puny. Right. Excuse me, sorry. So that there is H1, corresponds with that line of code there. That's H2, and then yes. Anyway, we're gonna scratch that. We're gonna start from the beginning. Here's an analogy. H1 is the CEO. H2 is the vice president of Fancy Town. H3, sorry? Excuse me, need to sneeze. No. Okay, H3, director of some stuff. H4, middle management. H5, lowly assistant. H6, gets coffee for everyone else. Oh god. Below we'll ask you to add headings of various sizes. Feel free to write whatever you like for the headings. Oh, excuse me, there it is. Number 1. The code currently has 1 H1 heading and 2 paragraphs. Oh god, it currently doesn't have anything. Alright, let's doc type HTML. I hope everyone's committed this to memory now. HTML comes next, and your code currently has 1 H1. Okay, so we don't need a type, but we're gonna put it in anyway. Okay, even though we're just gonna keep it bare. Does that mean if I put nothing in there? Huh, that's strange. See, I've put nothing in there. That doesn't change. Oh, wonder if I put space in. Oh, it's still not blank. Wonder if I put a big W. Hey, it does change. Interesting. Guys, take note of that. Next, body. Because the headings go in the body, right? Your code currently has 1 H1 heading and 2 paragraphs. Right, let's just pretend. Hello is our title, and too dumb to learn. Togetherness. Right. Now number 2, add an H3 heading before the second paragraph. Before the second paragraph, guys. So here it should, right there it should go. Gives you that free closing tag. It's not good for practice. and here it will be the second. What do you want this heading to be, guys? Let's just call it rum. Next, number 3, add an H5 heading after the second paragraph, and then add a third paragraph after this heading. Cool. So that's the second paragraph there. After it, add an H5 heading, and we'll call this one Sydney. And in the paragraph, I'm not really creative, am I? And in this, we'll just write computer. In this paragraph, computer. Yeah, that's done. Let's have a look at the browser. So H1, this corresponds with that line of code there. Notice how it's really big and prominent. That's H1. And the paragraph under it, too dumb to learn, corresponds with that line there. H3, notice how it's still quite prominent, but not as much as that one there. Okay. And togetherness corresponds with that line of code there. Scroll down. Sydney. Alright, H5. H5 is really, it's quite tiny, eh? And then computer goes with that. Let's just have a look at H6. H6 should be even smaller than H5, right, guys? Smaller than H5. Let's see. Scroll down. It better be. Yeah, it is. Oh, okay, right. I'm gonna have to delete that line because it won't let me proceed. Right, save and submit. Parfait. Right. So exercise 3, using every heading. I'm just gonna clear all this, guys. Okay, because we always want to start from scratch, because practice makes perfect. Nice work so far. We've used headings of 3 different sizes. Given that there are 6 heading sizes altogether, we should make use of all 6. Even H6, our lowly coffee getting intern of headings needs to feel wanted. Okay, instructions. Add 3 more headings to the code, making use of H2, H4, and H6. Make sure to close all tags. Number 2, under each heading, add a short paragraph. Don't forget paragraphs need opening and closing PP tags. Okay, so they want a paragraph for each heading. First thing we do is, yep, that. Then we go HTML, gives the free closing tag. We'll give it a lot of space, because I think there's going to be a bit of content. And the next head, right? Did they tell us to put in a title or anything? No, but we got. I think it's good practice. Next, below the head, we need that's where the body comes in. We'll bring the body closing tag a lot further down again, because there's a lot of content. Bring that HTML bit up so it's visible. Yep. Alright, there we go. So body. Alright, so they want us to start off with the H1 tag, the free closing tag again. It's really annoying me now. I wanna type it in myself. We'll call it heading Celtics, because they're the best team in the NBA, and they're very, they're the best. Next, in the paragraph, we'll write champions 2014. Next, for H2, we'll write, we'll just write in Sydney, and then in the paragraph, I'm gonna write in Opera House. Opera House. Nice. Next, in H3. Yeah, notice how H2 is slightly smaller than H5 is slightly smaller than H6. H2 is slightly smaller than H1, sorry. H3. Wizard. What's going on? Wizard. And in the paragraph we'll write Harry Potter. Next, in H4 we'll write Northern Territory, and we'll write Uluru. Next, H5 we'll write Queensland, and in the paragraph we'll write Great Barrier Reef. Cool. and the coffee getting header. Alright. Melbourne. The coffee getting. Right. Melbourne. And in the paragraph, alright. Crown Casino. So lacking creativity. Right, that's it, right? Save and submit. Excellent, nice. So the next is adding images to your site. That gets interesting, but guys, I'm gonna have to cut off the first video here. It's getting a bit too long. Guys, practice what you learn, and I'll try to practice what I preach. And yeah, let's keep chugging along. Bye.